Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the beasts that make our hearts race on the open road. Today, we're talking about something that's been whispered about in garages and revved up in dreams for years, the 2026 Ford Mustang Boss 429. That's right. Ford's bringing back the legend, the icon from the late 60s that's synonymous with raw American muscle, but reimagined for a world that's faster, smarter, and hungrier for power than ever before. If you're a Mustang fan, a collector, or just someone who loves a car that can pin you to your seat while turning heads everywhere it goes, buckle up because this is going to be an epic ride through every inch of this machine. We've got the full scoop on what makes it tick, from the aggressive lines that scream speed to the thunder under the hood that'll make your neighbors jealous. Let's jump right in and start with that jaw-dropping exterior that's designed to dominate any street, or strip it touches. Picture this, you pull up to a stoplight, and all eyes are on the front end of the 2026 Boss 429. It's pure aggression wrapped in sleek, modern muscle. The signature grille is massive and bold, almost like it's daring the world to challenge it, flanked by these razor-sharp LED headlights that slice through the night like laser beams, giving it that predatory stare. Up top, the hood isn't just for show, it's got these functional vents that channel air straight to the beastly engine beneath, keeping everything cool even when you're pushing limits. And don't get me started on the front splitter. It's a wide carbon fiber piece that's all about aerodynamics, slicing through the air to create serious downforce for stability. When you're carving corners at speeds that would make most cars sweat, the whole front fascia feels lower and wider than your standard Mustang, with subtle aerodynamic tweaks that shave off drag without sacrificing that classic pony car swagger. It's like Ford took the original Boss 429's attitude and sculpted it with wind tunnel precision, intimidating, efficient, and ready to launch. Now, let's circle around to the side profile, because this is where the Boss 429 really flexes its heritage. The stance is wide and planted, like it's gripping the earth with every ounce of its 3,800-pound curb weight, thanks to those flared fenders that hug the body just right, emphasizing the muscular shoulders and haunches. It's got that long, low-slung silhouette that's pure Mustang DNA, but updated with cleaner lines and a slight rake that hints at the performance lurking inside. Rolling on custom 19-inch alloys up front and staggered 20-inch rears, wrapped in high-performance Michelin rubber. These wheels aren't just pretty, they're built for grip that lets you dance through turns without a hint of drama. And scattered along the side, you'll spot those iconic Boss 429 badges in chrome. A nod to the legend, plus subtle side skirts that channel airflow and add to the aero game. Available in killer colors like the fiery grabber orange that pops like a sunset on steroids, or the deep race red that looks like it's bleeding speed, or even the classic Brittany blue for that retro vibe. These hues make the side view pop, turning every drive into a rolling art exhibit. It's not just a car, it's a statement that says you're here to play, and you're playing for keeps, swinging to the rear now, and oh man, this is where the Boss 429 seals the deal on being the ultimate tailgater's nightmare or dream, depending on your perspective. The wide haunches flare out dramatically, giving it that planted, rear-wheel drive posture that's begging for burnouts, and the integrated rear spoiler isn't some cheap add-on. It's a functional piece that generates downforce to keep the tail end glued down at triple-digit speeds. Dual exhaust tips poke out aggressively, finished in black chrome for that stealthy menace, and they're tied into an active system that lets you switch from a refined purr to a full-throated roar with the flip of a switch. The taillights are these slim, smoked LED strips that echo the front headlights, creating a cohesive, modern wraparound look, while the subtle diffuser underneath helps with exhaust flow and that all-important aero balance. From the back, it's compact yet commanding, measuring about 188 inches long overall, with a wheelbase that's stretched just enough for stability without losing the nimble feel. Whether you're in the shadowy magnetic silver or the menacing shadow black, the rear screams, "Don't mess with me," but in the best way possible. It's the kind of design that makes you want to back into a parking spot just to watch the reflections in nearby windows, alright? Let's slide inside, because if the outside is all about show, the interior of the 2026 Boss 429 is where the magic happens. It's your cockpit for conquering the road, blending old-school driver focus with tech that doesn't get in the way. Hop into those Recaro sports seats up front, and you're enveloped in luxury that's built for battle. They're hand-stitched in premium leather or optional suede, with aggressive bolsters that hug your body like a second skin during hard launches or sweeping turns. and heating, ventilation, and 8-way power adjustments to keep you comfy on long hauls. The rear seats? They're there if you need M-fold flat for cargo. Good for 2 adults on a short trip, but let's be real, this is a driver's car, so the focus is all up front. The dashboard sweeps in a driver-centric arc with a fully digital 12.4-inch instrument cluster that's customizable to the max. You can pull up lap timers, G-force readouts, boost pressure, tire time, whatever data fuels you're in a racer. Right in the center, dominating the console, is a massive 13.2-inch capacitive touchscreen running Ford's latest Sync 5 infotainment. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto plug right in. And there's an optional 12-speaker B&O sound system that thumps harder than the V8 on idle. Materials-wise, it's Alcantara-wrapped accents on the dash and doors, soft-touch surfaces everywhere, and metallic pedals that scream performance pedigree. Tech doesn't stop at entertainment. You've got a head-up display projecting speed and nav right onto the windshield, ambient lighting that shifts with drive modes, and a suite of driver aids like adaptive cruise control that learns your style, lane keeping assist that's subtle but effective, and a 360-degree camera system with crystal clear views for tight maneuvers. It's spacious enough for real adults up front, headroom around 38 inches, legroom pushing 44 with a trunk that's decent at 13.5 cubic feet, expandable if you fold the seats. Step in here and it feels like home for anyone who lives for the drive. Intimate, informative, and insanely connected without feeling gimmicky. But enough about looking good and feeling great, let's talk about what really sets the Boss 429 apart, and that's its performance. The soul-shaking power that makes it a modern monster worthy of its badge. Under that vented hood sits an all-new 7.0-liter supercharged V8 that's Ford's love letter to the original 429, pumping out a mind-bending 800 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque, numbers that would make the 69 model blush. It's hand-assembled in the flat-plane crank configuration for that high-revving wail, and it pairs with either a slick Speaks manual Tremec transmission for purists who want to row their own gears, or an optional 10-speed automatic with lightning-quick paddle shifters. If you prefer the computer to handle the chaos, snap the throttle, and you're looking at 0 to 60 in just 3.4 seconds flat, quarter mile in the low 11s. And a top speed north of 200 miles per hour when you're on a closed course. Numbers that put it in league with exotics, but with that unmistakable Yankee rumble. Handling? It's transformed from brute force to ballet. The adaptive magnetic ride control tunes the suspension on the flysoft for cruising. Stiff as a board for track days with upgraded springs, dampers, and massive anti-roll bars keeping everything flat through corners. Big Brembo carbon ceramic breaks up front bite with 6-piston calipers, hauling you down from 100 miles per hour in under 100 feet. And those Michelins provide grip levels that let you push the limits without the rear end stepping out uninvited. It's rear-wheel drive only, of course, with a beefy limited slip differential dishing power to the treads, and an active exhaust that lets you dial in the soundtrack from stealth mode for the suburbs to full Banshee scream when you want to announce your arrival. Fuel economy? Expect mid-teens in the city, low 20s on the highway if you're gentle. But who buys a Boss 429 to baby it? This isn't just fast. It's alive, responsive, and addictive. Turning every drive into an event, whether you're autocrossing, highway hauling, or just blasting down a back road with the windows down. Of course, all this glory comes at a price. And the 2026 Boss 429 is positioned as the halo of the Mustang lineup exclusive, potent and worth every penny for those who demand the best. The base model kicks off right around $80,000, which gets you the core V8 Fury, those Recaro seats, the digital dash, and all the performance basics without skimping on the essentials. But let's be honest, most folks will spec it up. And that's where things climb quickly. Add the premium paint like that Grabber Orange for a couple grand, the carbon fiber aero pack with the bigger splitter and spoiler for another $5, or the track handling bundle with those Brembo ceramics and upgraded sway bars, and you're easily pushing past $95,000. Go full send with the suede interior, the B&O audio, and every driver assist goodie, and it sails over $100,000, rivaling the cost of some entry-level supercars but delivering that everyday usability they can't touch. Compared to the standard GT, which starts in the 40s, this is a $40,000 jump for triple the power and twice the yacht.